To me, I feel the hotel provides such a diverse environment that I don't really look at myself as a female manager. My goal is to be a good leader and to work towards the goals of the hotel as a team.
I was given all of the opportunities to get to the next level by Miss Pursuti, actually. I was her assistant to begin with, and she just really pushed me into the management role of marketing.
Well, I believe that Nikko has been a place for me where I can actually execute brand new ideas, trying new things, and I think what's great here is we have the flexibility to do that.
I think that, fortunately enough, I've never felt an inequality as a woman at this hotel, and I think we're very fortunate in that area. We have such a very even keel between males and females that being a female at this hotel is just like being an employee at the hotel.
It's very empowering because no matter what level of the organization you go to, there's powerful women there who are leading and setting an example, and there's always someone I can learn from.
It gives me a great sense of empowerment and support from my other female colleagues.
We have a really powerful mentor and leader, Ms. Pursuti. So as a female manager, I think it's really important that I display that I am an empowered female that can make the decisions, especially when it comes to impacting the peers within our hotel, within our industry, as well as especially for the younger women that are starting out in the hotel.
I think that being a female manager means a lot because our management team is female dominant here, and I think our general manager pushes us, and she really wants females to do really well in this hotel.
When I was younger, I would always talk to young girls. I was a part of Girls Incorporated, which kind of helped young girls growing up, kind of guide them through life. And I was always that individual, because I was a young mom, who people tend to lean on just for advice. And I've just always been driven in that manner.
Well, I think I continually do it day in, day out. I try and make sure that I lead by example and I pave the way for younger women. As a mother of a daughter as well, I constantly think about those things and making sure that I'm here to coach her and develop her into a really strong, independent woman.
A while ago, I received a note from a coworker thanking me for being a role model to her. I take great pride in building relationships and encouraging positive team environment.
I would say that when I made that transition into sales, it was pretty amazing because I actually had people in my previous department in operations actually reach out to me and look to me for advice. They wanted to know what steps I took to actually make that transition, and they asked me for advice. And it was exactly in that moment when I felt like I had made a good decision and I was inspiring others.
My style of management is just leading by example, and I have a lot of young staff members in my department, and they look to me for advice. So when they hear my story of how I started and where I am now, I think that really motivates them.
I don't know that you ever know. I sort of feel like when I see that we have more young women becoming managers and we have more young women joining the hospitality industry, I'd like to think I have a little tiny bit to do with that. I don't know if that's just been dumb luck or if somewhere along the way I inspired somebody to do that. Either way, it's good for our industry. It's good for our hotels, certainly. But I'm not sure that I know the answer to that question.
I will continue to be open and share my experiences and my knowledge. I will encourage and be supportive in them defining their own leadership skills and help them move forward.
I think it's just being accessible and being there for them, being their mentor, opening up the doors for them, just like the people here at the Nikko did for me.
I will continue to give them the best advice I possibly can. Never, ever let them see you cry. Always hold your ground, be confident, and know who you are inside.
The most important thing is to believe in yourself and to know what your goals are and just work with your team. It's very important, the leadership with your team. So if they know that there is something they have to work on with the team, they just have to be communicative and very inspiring for them. So motivation and communication is key. So I will say that that would be the main thing for them to continue growing.
You have to believe in yourself. You have to work hard, not be afraid of making mistakes, and never stop learning. But most of all, you have to take pride in what you do and be compassionate in your work and the people you work with.
Be strong. I think confidence is the key to success in this industry.
I would say be passionate. Having a passion is the fine difference between having a job and having a career. So I would say if you have the passion, work hard, strive to do more, learn more, and become more.
Build your experience. You always start from the ground up, but you build your experience, and when you do see that next role, the next position, definitely go for it. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Just go for it.
Look for a mentor and also be a mentee. Create small goals to help you lead up to larger goals. And again, always share your experiences with others.
Be patient. Patience pays off. Sometimes we just need to step back and let the things play it out.
I would say don't worry. There are solutions to everything. Some may be easier than others. And, everything always works out. And, you've got the support from colleagues and other women in the industry to make sure that you are successful.
The biggest moment of success for me, I would say, is overcoming the challenges of being a young mom and staying focused and staying driven to reach my goals and dreams.
Really, I think for me is being a career woman as well as a mother and having to balance both of those jobs in my life, I think has been really rewarding. And for me, that moment when I knew that I could balance both of those at the same time was like my moment of success.
Last year, I won the California Hotel and Lodging Emerging Hospitality Leader of the Year Award. And it was very surreal. I'm very honored. And it really reaffirmed for me that there's a lot of people in this industry that are here cheering you on and want to see you succeed.
My biggest moment of success is when I became an intern to an hourly employee to a manager. I haven't had management experience before, and the Hotel Nikko did see potential in me and allowed me to take that leap of faith and to become a manager and really help me become the manager I am now. And here I am now to become a role model to other young females who have been in the same shoes as me, starting as an intern, as a student with no experience.
My biggest moment was last year when I won Manager of the Year. I think that really validated my position as being a woman of power, being a mentor to others, but it really just validated all the work and the effort that I put into my position and my job here at the Nikko.
For me, my biggest moment of success, I would have to say, would be transitioning from being a supervisor in the front office to becoming a manager in sales.
The success to me is when I can inspire young managers to considering the same path to grow and become leaders in the industry.
The biggest success will be that I've been able to move around the world and grow. So a lot of people have believed in me, and I just work hard to get there. So I think success depends on your goals and if you have achieved them. So far I have achieved everything that I put myself set to do.
Maybe that is what I'm most proud of, is that I come to work with some of my closest friends and ultimately my family every day.